Hey y'all, it's Taylor. I'm kicking off a vlog today and I thought it would be fun to show you my work days. So we are a week away from the teachers being back at school, so a week to prepare everything. I've been working and I've got a lot done, but I still have quite a few things to do. Let me show you my office, affectionately known as the cave. You'll always want to see my office in my classroom, and I'm always like, I don't think you do. It's not very exciting, it's not cute, it's utilitarian. And sharing an office in a classroom, you kind of have to be that way. And I've learned to just lean into that. But I'm going to show it to you and you'll see what I mean when I say I don't think you really want to see it. My desk is always a mess and I just have learned to embrace it. So these are some things that I'm getting ready for PD for next week. And then, of course, we have so much stuff online too. I've got some books up here for standards-based learning. This one right here is my favorite, but I like all of them. I've got some journals for notes. I've got an AP textbook and then my textbook, which I never use ever. I'm just not a textbook teacher. I've got my tape and my stapler, second monitor, my Surface, of course, some water. By the way, it's like dark over here because I won't let them replace the light over here. I like the it not being so bright in here. I've also got some books over here that I have been reading or have already read. And then I've got stickers for my planner, of course. And then my planner, and then last year's planner along with some curriculum stuff that I've been working on. And then just to give you a quick view of my desk here, this bottom drawer is like tapes and a little first aid kit and different pens and markers. And then this drawer has like my stuff and then some just like random office stuff like staples, label maker, some cards and clips and things like that. And then here is just another random organizer drawer, and this little notebook was given to me by a friend. It has my nephews on it. It's super cute. And then over in this middle drawer, I've got notepads and post-its galore. And then this is my favorite glue stick for gluing in my lesson plans into my planner. It's the best that I've found. It's permanent and it's acid-free. So. And then over here, these drawers just have like documentation stuff, and then this used to be like where I kept more documentation, but I don't really have that anymore. And I got rid of my filing cabinet because I'm pretty much digital. So that's what's in my drawers, and I'm ready to get some work done. I've already got a list going for this week, but I've also been working off of previous lists as well. So this is what I have to get done this week, and then there's other things we've got going on next week. This is when all the teachers are coming back. So we've got basically packed schedule, but I'm excited for everybody to be back. This is our table that we use for meetings or just for like leadership team or whatever. And I've got a bunch of curriculum stuff on here that I've kind of like taken over. And then we've got some things that we're working on over there for one of the PD sessions. And then we just have this box here. That's not supposed to be in there, but this is just for meetings to have handy. Whatever we need is in that box, and it just kind of sits on the table. But yeah, I've kind of spread out for now, but this will all be put away eventually. And then I have my undergrad degree here. I still have not framed my master's degree. And then I've got my certificate right here. Over here in this corner, this is just things that I need to find a place for. It's like some webcams and some bags and stuff. And then here's my bookshelf. Sorry, the sun is coming in the window. I've got my warmer up here and some like student gifts and stuff. And then I've got my curriculum binders. And then some extra water cups. This just has like paper towels, plates, plasticware, things like that. And then I've got all of my world history and social studies curriculum books. And then some movies that I haven't touched in years and some more books. And then over here, This is like all of my planning club stuff that we didn't use last year at all because we didn't have clubs, but this year I'm thinking I maybe want to revive the planning club, hopefully. But this is, I need to organize it a little bit and just kind of clean it up. I have gotten some requests for like what's in my bag, and this is the most boring thing ever. Basically, it just carries my lunch. These are some pictures I'm going to put on my little picture wall up here, which is right here. Just friends and family. But my bag, it's boring. It's got my lunch bag in it. So this is a Vera Bradley backpack I got a couple years ago. I really love it. And then if I ever take my laptop home, which I usually don't because I just have everything on Chrome and I have the Chrome profile on my home computer and laptop, but I will use this pocket for my Surface if I take it home. And then here is just my lunch bag. Like, I take my planner home sometimes, but like this is pretty much it. That's it. And then in here is just my car keys. I don't usually bring my purse in to work. So that's it. That's the most boring what's in my bag ever. So I'm kind of a Jill of all trades when it comes to stuff that we do at school. So I teach one class. It is a 45-minute honors world history class. And then I also do some kind of lower admin duties. So I run the tutorial system, well, tutorials / detentions. I also run our discipline system, meaning like all of the automations, everybody gets an email, all those things. I'm in charge of all of that. I also kind of oversee all of our tech programs and get them reordered and make sure they're running smoothly and get everybody the information that they need. And then I also do professional development throughout the year. And one of the things that I'm really focusing on is standards-based learning. So that's going to be a huge thing for this year because everybody is moving to it. And I'm really excited because it's been kind of 3 years coming. I've been doing it for 3 years, and so this will be my 4th, and I'm really excited to get us all on the same page. And it's just been really kind of career changing in my mindset, and I'm excited. One of the many things I help the teachers with is their goals for the year. So this is one of the very short PD sessions that I'm going to be leading, kind of because my principals are busy, and I enjoy this. So I've got some slides set up for them. We've already got our agenda, and they've already brainstormed for what they want their goal to be, but we're actually going to choose it and actually work on it and get it into the system and all of that. So this is something that I really enjoy and that I'm glad that I get to continue to do. So this is our tutorial system. We use a Google Sheet. So here are the directions for it, and then we go into the tabs for each day, and the teachers fill this out. It compiles all the information for me, and then I use an automation system called Automate. This is a really, really great program, and it's not as pricey as other automation systems out there are. It has tons of integrations. So if you're running a business, this might be something to check out because it does a ton of stuff for you, and it's really easy to use. At least for me, I think it's great, and we run our tutorials through it, our tardies, our detention or discipline, all of that through Google Sheets and automations. So it's great. I love it, and I highly recommend. So this week, the main thing that I want to get done is getting the discipline system updated with any new students, taking out any like transfer students or seniors. I need to update all of that, which I've gotten a really good start on. I just need to finish. And then I also want to get our, each class has a Google Classroom that they do like continuing ed in. I don't even know what to call it. It's just like a space for them to do things for the counselor and things like that. I need to get those updated as well. The classrooms like follow them throughout their years in high school, but I need to make sure that they're all correct with the student information. And then I need to start planning for our college career readiness period. So we're doing a big emphasis this year on college career and military readiness, and we have to actually set aside time in our school day for that, which is great, but we need to plan for that because we're not ready. And we've got the basics done, but we need to start grouping the kids and getting the curriculum organized and all of that before the teachers get here next week, where then we're going to be in teacher groups, and my team, which I have the sophomore team, we're going to have to continue organizing and getting all of that ready. So I'm excited that we're doing it. It's just going to be some work to get it all together. So then from the office, we have a connecting door that goes into our classroom, and we're actually, it's all like plain right now because we tear down everything at the end of the school year, but we need to figure out how we're going to group our desks. And I say we because I share my office and classroom with my friend and coworker Amber. We're also in the process of getting new Promethean boards this year, so that's going to be a whole thing. We had to get like a grant and everything. None of this is set up. This is like all of our AV equipment. And then, like I said, we need to group the desks. So this is Amber's side of the room, and then this is my side of the room. And I don't think I'm going to change much of this. I think I'm going to keep it the same. We keep it very simple in here just so that it is, we can just pop in here since we share the space. So I think I'm going to keep all this and just like exactly the same. I don't know what I want to change or if I want to change anything, but this is our classroom. It is small. We have very small classes, and so it works perfect for us. We're not going to need all these desks, I don't think. I do have a standing desk over here I'm probably going to include, but grouping, I don't know how we're going to group and all of that. This is full of like supplies and stuff that I probably need to go through. And then the top needs to be organized as well because it's a mess. But that's probably going to get done later this week or just whenever. We don't spend a lot of time in here, so we don't put a lot of effort into this space. And it's kind of fine with me. And the last thing I need to work on this week is my lesson plans for possibly the first 2 weeks. I want to get them organized and ready so that I don't have to worry about them when I need to be focused on the teachers next week. I've got a plan. I'll show you my plan, but I haven't written any lesson plans yet. So I've got my state standards organized and my assessments decided on for each of those standards. A couple of them are spiral standards that I'll come back to that I'm going to be assessing in a different way in the future units. So I've got that done. And then I've got my topics decided on. I put them on Post-its until I decide to write them down so I can move them around. But I've already got some ideas of when I'm doing stuff. So I've got kind of the first unit ready, but that's it. So I haven't written any plans. I do use a template for my lesson plans, and the updated template is not ready. I buy it on Teachers Pay Teachers, so it's not ready yet. The person who does that hasn't done it, and I don't want to venture into that. It seems like too much work for me to do. So I'm going to wait on that. She said it's going to be ready next week or this week. I think she said this week. So hopefully I'll be able to actually write my lesson plans, but I've got at least a plan. A lot of this is things that I did last year that I want to make better and also do again. So that's what we're doing this week, and I'm excited to dig in, get some more work done. I have my Google Classroom all set up for this year. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing so far. I copied my classroom from last year, and so I've got everything in draft form, although some of the attachments did not end up making it over here, but that's all right. I can copy from last year. I feel like I worked really hard on my classroom last year, so I can reuse a ton of stuff, but I'm going to be making some tweaks along the way. I've got everything ready for the first day here that's in the blue. Sorry about that. And then I've got the first week and a half drafted and ready to go so that the first week is like not as stressful. So here is where we are at right now. And then I've got all of these drafts down here for when I want to use them or if I want to use them, they're there. So here is the classroom pretty much finished. I got some new numbers on the desks yesterday and just kind of organized them how we wanted them to be. I also cleaned up the shelves just a little bit. These are all like old projects they've done. And then I also got our little media area set up over here. We don't have a desk in here because we don't really need it. And then I also kind of just cleaned up my board in this area. So this little thing, I didn't use it last year because we really were just online. So I've got these little clips and little visuals for telling the kids what they need at the beginning of the school day. So if I usually keep them all at the bottom and then just put whatever I want at the top. So if they need their composition notebook, I'll put that one up there. If they need some colored pencils, I'll even write like how many they need. If I want closed or open Chromebook, this just gives them an idea of what they need for the day. So this is pretty much everything. We've got some wobbly chairs. We've got a standing desk over here. And then this is Amber's side of the room. And then this over here is my side of the room. I did clean up this cabinet as well. We've got supplies on this side, and then this is like just a bunch of storage at this point. So I'm not gonna worry about it until like closer to school, but I did get the top cleaned off and we're basically ready to go in here. So I'm going to head home now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little vlog to see what I do to prep for the school year before the teachers and the kids get here. It's a whirlwind, but it's always fun to jump right back in and get everything organized and ready to go. It's kind of my favorite time of the school year besides like the last week. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!